Hello there, and welcome to today's webinar. Where are you watching us from? Where are you joining this webinar from? Please drop your location in the comment section so we can celebrate you as we continue in today's webinar. I am so excited that you are here, and I believe we're going to have a wonderful time. Today's webinar is called 5 Simple Secrets to make money steadily from your idea, skill, product, service, or small business without stress. 5 simple secrets to make more money steadily. Keyword there being steadily, consistently, frequently, if possible daily, from your idea, skill, product, service, or small business without stress. So why should you listen to me? Why do people listen to me? So people come to me when they don't know who to talk to about their business problems. And people also come to me when they want to improve their business, but they don't know how to. They don't know the next steps to take. People also come to me when they feel like something is missing in their businesses, where they know something is wrong, they know something is missing, but they can't quite figure out what is missing in the business. And people also come to me when they want someone who will help them figure out what to do next in their business. And the reasons that I am able to help find solutions to these issues are because I am a business owner. I have been in business for about 2 decades. I am a certified business consultant. I am also a member of the Forbes Council of Coaches, and I'm senior partner at Excel and Grace Consulting. So this just is a little bit about why I am able to help business owners like you find solutions to what they do. I currently have 35K plus followers on Facebook. And on Instagram, personally, I have 5K plus followers on Instagram, and my company, my consulting company, has 18K followers on Instagram. Now, what does all of this mean? And why should you listen to me? I love to simplify complex business issues and teach them to business owners. This has led people to call me the surgeon. Basically, it's a reference to how I'm able to take, as you will see in today's webinar, take complex business issues and ideas and simplify them so that every and anybody can learn them. I have worked with and helped over 1,000 people structure their businesses, and I have trained over 60,000 business owners. People love to learn from me daily, from all the channels where I share the things that I know, the things that I have experienced, and the things I am able to do. Now, in today's webinar, I will show you how small businesses are dominating the business world. I will show you how one idea from a small business changed my life. I will share with you 5 secrets that would make your idea, your product, your service, your small business more profitable. I'll also show you how to work less and make more money from your small business or your idea or your product or your service, and the next major step to take to transform your small business. Okay? Now, let me share first of all how small businesses are dominating the business world. According to the Tribune newspaper, small businesses generate 47% of all the money made by businesses in Nigeria. Now, this is huge. 47%, almost 50%. That is almost half of the money made by businesses in Nigeria is generated by small businesses. According to the Tribune newspaper, that was about 440 billion was made by businesses in Nigeria in 2021. 47% of that is $206.8 billion was generated by small ideas, small businesses, small simple products like what me and you have. There is money for small businesses. I promise you there is money for small businesses. The question I have is, are you getting yours? Are you getting your share? Okay? 96.7. This is still according to the Tribune newspaper. 96.7 of all businesses in Nigeria are small businesses. Think about that. 96.7% of all businesses in Nigeria are small businesses. 87.9% of all jobs in Nigeria are created by small businesses. This is huge. Basically, what I am trying to say is your small business, your small idea, your product, your service is extremely important. It may seem like it's not, but trust me, there are people's lives that are being transformed because you agreed to start a small business, because you decided to take up the challenge of promoting your idea or your product or your service or your skill. Your small business is important. Now, these are some advantages small businesses have. Advantages of doing things at a small level. Any and everybody can start, own, and make money as a small business. If it was to start a big business, for example, you may require some expertise and the rest of them. But any and everybody can start and own a small business and make money from a small business. Okay? You do not need to be an expert to start, own, and make money from a small business. You don't need to be an expert. You don't need to be an expert tailor to make money from a small tailoring business. And with the internet, you can sell to people everywhere on our planet. Oh yes, that's a huge advantage. You can run your small business. You can promote your idea. You can sell your product, your service. You can run your small business from your home. That's an amazing advantage of running a small business. And you can do your small business alone. Make a lot of money and grow quickly. That's a huge advantage for owning a small business. You're with me so far, right? Excellent. Now, let me share with you one idea from a small business that changed my life. Promise not to laugh. I used to sell women's shoes, bags, and costume jewelry. Interesting. I traveled to Cotonou, that's in Benin Republic, by road, spend days traveling. In fact, there was one particular incident where the trip took us 2 days by road because the vehicle got spoiled on the road. And we had to find a nearby place to spend the night. It was just a mess because the food was, we had to eat different things on the road. Some passengers had to, just imagine in the night, passengers are having running stomach. It was a crazy experience. But I basically would suffer to go get these products, come back to Nigeria, come back to Port Harcourt where I stay, which is in southern Nigeria, and still struggle with a lot of work I have to do. I would have to do sorting, I would have to do arranging, I would have to do label. I would struggle. I was busy, really busy, but I was frustrated and I was not making enough money. I believe that's something you can relate to. I realized that I was spending energy and time. I was working hard. And one of those days when I was frustrated and overwhelmed, I had almost given up. In fact, I was almost considering looking for my CV to go look for a job somewhere. And while I was doing that evaluation, I just decided to look at the things that I was spending my energy and time on. And I found out that I was spending more energy, time, and focus on activities that didn't bring in money. So what I did was I sat down, wrote out all the things that I did for the business and put them in 2 categories: activities that brought money and activities that didn't bring in money. And I found out that I was spending more energy, time, and focus on activities that didn't bring in money. So here's what I found out. What I was focusing my attention on was I was traveling to buy items, sorting the items, packaging the items myself, arguing with suppliers, inspecting the items when I came back. Those are the things I was focusing my attention on. Now, what were the activities that brought in money? Following up on debtors, refusing to sell on credit, reaching out to old customers and telling them we had new stock, placing samples of the product in salons, small hotels and bars, etc., attending exhibitions. These were activities that brought in money, but I was not focused on them. I was focused on those activities that kept me busy. And I shifted my focus. I found ways to do less of those activities that didn't bring in money. So I had a neighbor who had introduced me to the business, and she too was a frequent traveler. So what I did was I started giving her money and telling her things she would buy for me. And so she started going to Cotonou for me. I didn't need to travel anymore. I began to focus on those activities that brought in money. Now, guess what happened? The income from that business, this was around 2006 or 2007, way back then. The income from that business grew from 150,000 naira monthly to almost 400,000 naira monthly. Eventually, I sold the business to someone else, but this changed my life. This discovery changed my life. I have learned that it is extremely important as somebody who owns a small business or somebody who is trying to produce or promote their product, idea, service, or skill, that you manage your time well by focusing on those activities that bring in money. Don't get so lost in the sewing. The sewing doesn't bring in money. It is marketing the clothes that have been made that bring in money. I hope you understand that. All right, so let me share with you 5 secrets that will make your small business profitable, that will make your small business make more money consistently without stress to you. Okay? Recently, there's a lady on X, formerly Twitter, who made a tweet, and she said she wakes up around 4:30 to make food for her husband because he had come back one time to say something about a colleague who says she would bring 2 spoons so that she and this ex member's husband would share food together. So when she heard that, she said, my husband will eat with somebody else. I will make food for him. I wake up by 4:30 to prepare that meal. And something interesting began to happen. Different people from all over Nigeria started commending her for doing that, and people began to send her money. People began to pay attention to her. Her X followership grew to over 100K followers in about 48 to 72 hours, something like that. People started to donate money to her. She got close to, as at the last time I checked, over 20 million naira, which is currently about 20-something thousand dollars. All that is happening to her at the moment is called traffic, attention. She did not think about it when she did it. She just made a tweet and the thing went viral, and that virality initiated traffic for her, attention. People got interested in her. People got interested in engaging with her. The first secret to making money consistently from your idea, product, service, skill, or small business is for you to make sure that every day you generate traffic to your business. Every day you generate traffic to your business. What is traffic? People getting to know you and getting interested to do business with you on a consistent basis. That you must, is the one question I promise you that if you answer daily, your business will change. Your small business will change. So what are some ideas that can help you? What can you do to daily to cause traffic in your business? When you wake up in the morning, that's the first thing you should think about. What can I do to cause traffic today in my business? Let me share some ideas. Number one, collaboration. There's somebody, you sell hair products, for example. There's somebody who owns a salon. You can collaborate with that person so that anytime she's making hair, people are asking, I want to buy hair products. They redirect them to you. I've had to do collaborations with people to do certain speaking engagements. I own multiple businesses that are partnerships. Why? Collaboration brings other people's audiences to your attention. Number two, running ads. You are here for this program. You're here for this webinar because you saw an ad I ran. Yes, running ads work. It draws traffic. You're here because you're interested in finding a solution to certain things because of the ads you saw. Social media content. Apart from the ad you saw, you went to read some of my posts. You went to read some of my things either on Facebook or on Instagram or LinkedIn. And you're like, okay, this person seems to know what he's talking about. And that's why you're here. That's traffic. Event marketing. Some of us need to consistently go to different events to promote what we do. It draws traffic, especially things like exhibitions. When you go for exhibitions, for example, don't just go because you intend to make sales. Go there to gather leads, get people interested to do business with you. And then old customer follow-up. Someone has bought from you before. Make sure you're able to figure out how to reach out to them over and over and over again. These are some ideas that could help you generate traffic for your business. Okay? Moving on. This is Modupe Ehirim. She's in her 60s. She's an amazing person who runs a marriage academy, the Right Fit Marriage Academy. And when I worked with her in one of my programs, the Organized Small Business Academy, one of the things we treated was how to generate traffic. And at the moment, you can check her out on Facebook, Modupe Ehirim. At the moment, she's running an amazing academy that consistently gets not just single people, but married people to come and listen to her, guide them through the process of preparing for marriage. And those who are even married, she's able to help them reevaluate some of the things that they do. Why? Because we're able to work together to identify how to generate traffic, amongst other things we did together. Okay? The second secret is consistency. Now, one of the best martial artists that ever lived is Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was not very tall, he was not very big, but he's undeniably respected as one of the best martial artists to have ever lived. I recently found out some interesting facts about him. So I heard that one of his legs was shorter than, I think his left leg was shorter than his right leg. This is somebody who is considered as one of the best martial artists of all time. He had one leg shorter than the other one. And he also couldn't see very well. His eyesight were not as incredible as most people's were. Yet, he was amazing as a martial artist. And one of the times in an interview, he said something I find interesting. He said that he's not afraid of anybody who knows 50 or 20 or 30 different ways to kill or to attack somebody. He's afraid of that person who knows one way to attack or to kill a man and has practiced it 10,000 times. That's very deep. This is to say that when you show up consistently, when you practice, when you show up, when you do it repeatedly over time, the results you get will remain as valuable to you as the business requires, the results you get from consistency will dramatically change your business. In the example I gave about that lady on X, she had been posting consistently until eventually she made one post. And that's the one that went viral. You can never tell. A lot of the things you would want to do in your business will not feel pleasant. You will not feel like doing them. You will not feel like, you won't feel the passion to do them. But you need the discipline to still do them consistently. It is not every morning you wake up that you want to post online. It is not every morning you wake up and you feel like you should go to your business. Do it anyway. You still need to show up. You still need to be consistent, because it is that practice of that is consistency that makes the difference. You don't show up on Monday and then say you will not show up on Tuesday. You show up every single day. It's a secret that will dramatically change how you do business. Forget passion and do the work. You don't go to the ATM because you are passionate about going to the ATM. You go to the ATM because it is your responsibility. There are things you need to do in your business that require discipline, not passion. So how do you do that? What are some things that can help you with consistency? Plan your week ahead. By Sunday, you should have an idea of some of the major things you want to do that will start on Monday. Plan your week ahead. Plan your day a night before. So as you finish this webinar, before you sleep, try and plan for what you will do tomorrow. Plan your day a night before. At least break it down to 5 tasks or 10 things you need to do. Do the critical work first before you attend to anything else. Once you have planned the things you need to do, especially if you have an office or even if you work from home, once you wake up and you enter work mode, pick the first 3 things and attend to them before you do anything else. I'm basically saying you cannot manage your time, but you can manage your priorities. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Brilliant. Moving on. This is Dumebi Ezat. Dumebi owns Twinkler's Mart. It's a store that sells books and lots of interesting books for children and even for adults. And we had worked with her on this consistency because she also owns another business, but this bookstore was a passion for her. She loved education and she wanted to put and channel all her energy into it. And after we had worked together, one of the things we had worked on was how to be consistent, how to show up on a daily basis to make sure that even when she's not there, even when she doesn't feel like it, what needs to happen for the business, even online or offline, those things get to happen. You can check her out on Facebook also. The third secret is presentation. Many years ago, I was a struggling young man and I decided to give myself a treat I had never done before. So I went to an expensive, a four-star hotel, an expensive hotel, and went to the restaurant to eat. And then, as with most high-class restaurants, presentation is very important for them. So in my head, I had the budget I was hoping I was going to spend. And so I ordered for eba, I ordered for soup. And the way the eba was packaged, the way the eba was put together, apart from the soup, the way the soup was put, the whole way everything was put together. In my mind, I was like, yes, I have entered the serious one. I kept trying to imagine, these people are going to seriously show me some. I've entered serious trouble. When they brought the bill after eating, when I saw it, I didn't complain. They had presented the food in such a way that no matter the amount that was brought at that time, I did not really have a problem. It was a sacrifice to me at that time, but I didn't have a problem with it because of presentation. Do not let anybody deceive you. Packaging, presentation matters. The Bible says, I'm a Christian, so let me make a reference to the Bible. The Bible says it is only God who sees what we have in our hearts, what's inside. Every other person sees what's outside. And so, whether you like it or not, those who are interested in your idea, product, skill, service, or small business will see something first before they before they can get to do business with you. So presentation matters. Presentation is not just packaging. It is packaging for attention. How do you put together what you do so that it draws attention? I remember going to the supermarket some years ago and I found crayfish, dried crayfish, so neatly packaged and put together. And I just bought it. I had no idea what I wanted to do with it. I just brought it home and I gave to my wife. And my wife told me, we already have crayfish in the house. Excuse me. My wife said, we already have crayfish in the house. And I said, this was just so well packaged. It got my attention and I bought it. And so some of us need to learn how to just put what we do into neat packages. I didn't say expensive. I say neat packages that draw attention. Another thing that's important with packaging and presentation is how you speak. Someone calls you, you go, how can I help you? No, or who is this? How do you speak? Do you speak like a company? Do you speak like somebody who is intentional about how he or she wants others to perceive them? How do you address yourself? Do you say I or do you say we? For example, if somebody reaches out to you to complain about your product, do you say, I'm sorry about it, or do you say, we apologize for the issues you have complained? We will look into it. That is presentation. You are presenting yourself as a business, not as an individual. Make sense? All right. This is Barrister Otonte. He's one of my friends and also somebody I have worked with in my academy. And I particularly like the suit he's wearing. I may not be able to wear it because I don't like colors, but I do appreciate and I understand and I love the suit that he's wearing. He's a lawyer, but he's also an event MC. And for every event he attends, he must leave a mark that makes you want to reach out to him, that makes you want to speak to him, and makes you want to do business with him. Presentation matters. Presentation matters. Make sense? Now, the fourth thing I want to share, the fourth secret is this. My daughter, I have a 5-year-old daughter who loves juice. There's a particular brand of juice that she loves and she takes it quite a lot. Now, my wife wanted to change or wanted to deal with her love for that juice and bought another brand for us to give her. And she packaged it in my daughter's school bag, a lunchbox, so she'll take it to school. My daughter went to school and came back. When she came back, she went straight to her mom and said, Mom, I don't like this juice that you bought. This is not the juice that I want. I don't want to take it to school. I want this other one. This is the one that I like. I looked at my wife. My wife looked at me because I had told her, please, let us buy this one. She says, no, she wants to do this. She wants to do that. I understand exactly where she's coming from, but that's not the story here. As a business owner, you must be intentional about focusing on what the market is willing and able to pay for. You do not sell what you want to sell. You sell what the market is willing and able to pay for. That thing which you do, that thing which you want to sell, does the market want it? Does the market need it? You sell wedding cakes. You make wedding cakes. The market is asking you consistently that they want cupcakes. My sister, sell cupcakes. Remember what happened during COVID-19? where all of us had to figure out how to sell different things that the markets were willing and able to pay for. Sell what the market is willing and able to pay for. You make dresses, you go somewhere and the market is asking you for 1,000 coveralls. You say yes. You go back and look for somebody who can make the coveralls. You focus on what the market is willing and able to pay for, especially if you are a small business or you just have a small idea, product or service, or you have a skill that you're trying to bring to the limelight. Okay? You focus on the market. We focus on what you want to, not what you want to sell, but what the market is willing and able to pay for. This is Chef Peniel. Okay, she was the CEO of Main Didia, which was a restaurant in Port Harcourt. She had shut it down now and relocated to Canada, and she's still doing what she was doing here. But before I worked with her, she was seriously in debt. She was running, her inventory was a mess. A lot of things were just overwhelming her, and she was not making any profit. She had a physical location for the restaurant where people could come eat and all of that. Now, after spending some time with her, one of the things we discovered together was that a chunk of her customers were coming from online. They were only placing orders and the orders were being delivered to them. Very few people were actually coming to the hotel, to the restaurant to eat. And the running cost for the restaurant was extremely heavy. The cost of power, the cost of diesel, and all of that. So we worked together and agreed that she should leave that location and get a smaller place where all she would do there was just cook, package, and use delivery vehicles and bikes to send the food to different people. And she did it and it worked. Why? We shifted focus to what the market is willing and able to pay for. The market wasn't interested in coming to sit in the restaurant. They were interested in buying the food or having the food delivered to them. And that's what we focused on, and it worked for her. The fifth secret is business structure. Like many women, some of you are here. My wife usually takes quite some time to get ready when we're going out. And as a much younger man, this used to frustrate me. Okay, let me be completely honest. Even till now, sometimes it still frustrates me because I like to get to events and programs on time. But my wife likes to take her time, understandably so. I mean, it takes time. Awesomeness definitely takes time to put together. And so as a much younger man, I noticed that my wife and I were consistently having, heated debates and arguments over how she was wasting time, delaying us from getting to appointments that we needed to go to. And, it was quite frustrating for me. Until one day I complained to a much, much, much older friend of mine about what was happening. And his own wife was there. I think they were in their 50s at the time. And I had told, as I was complaining, him and his wife started laughing. And they started laughing because he said that till now, his wife, after about 30 years of marriage, she still does the same thing. And then he shared something that was interesting for me. He said what he had learned to do was to find a way to organize how him and the wife prepare to go out. So if they have an appointment, he starts to tell her a day before. He helps her select what she will wear, 2 or even 3 options, almost a day, or at least early in the morning before that, before they go out. If there are chores or things that need to be done, he tries to help where necessary. And he said what he has done was to find a way to bring in order into the preparation to go out so that his wife has more time to doll herself up and look pretty. That's what happens when you put structure in your business. You organize the activities that happen in your business. You organize the operations that happen in your business so that you can do more. It is not possible for you would struggle consistently to apply all the things that I have mentioned here, the other four secrets, which is having traffic or generating traffic, consistency, you will struggle with focusing on the market. You will also struggle with packaging and presentation if you do not have structure in your business. Okay, so what is this structure? Structure is having the right people in the right roles, doing the right work, following the right policies to get the right result. Please type that in the comment section. Structure is having the right people in the right roles, doing the right work, obeying the right policies to get the right results. Help me write that in the comment section. Now, let me say this. It's okay for you to have a small business. It is completely okay for you to make 500,000 naira or $500 or $300 or even $1,000 from your business and be completely okay with it. That's maybe what you want from your business or from your idea. That's perfect. It's fine. Do not let anybody make you feel that you must scale or grow. It's also okay to want to build a global business, to build something that will scale, something that you can leave as an inheritance for your children. Either way, you have to organize and structure your business. Even if you're the only one who is running that business, or you have a team of 10, 3, 100 employees, there must be order, there must be structure in that business. So what are the 5 secrets I had mentioned? Remember what I was describing about structure. The right works, following the right steps, with the right persons, you alone or with others, following the right policies to get the right results. That's structure. And this has been something that we have lived in all our businesses. Grace Capital is a micro lending business that I own, where we give loans to small and medium scale businesses. When we started that business with one person. And we started the business by testing. If you own an idea, you just have an idea, a product or a service, and you're about to start or you just started, pay attention to this. We started the business with about 300,000 naira, which is about $300 today. And we started it with one person. And all we did was to test the market. We tried to test giving loans to people and tried to see how they would respond, how they were paying back the loans, how we would manage the follow-ups and all of that. As we were doing that, we were documenting everything. This is what we are doing. These are the results. These are the complaints. These are the processes that work. These are the processes that don't work. And we built a structure from the feedback we were getting from that one person. Currently, that business has about 16 employees. It has its own office. Currently, we're developing, IT solutions to help continue to scale that business. And the portfolio in that business is high 8 figures. High 8 figures. Yeah, about that. I don't want to give the exact number, but the business has dramatically grown. Why? Because of structure. So what are the 5 secrets? I mentioned traffic. I mentioned consistency. I mentioned presentation. I mentioned focusing on the market. And I mentioned structure. So I used to work hard, like I had mentioned before. I used to be very busy. I talk about this sometimes. Please write this in the comment section. There's a difference between busyness and business. Busy, B-U-S-Y, ness, is different from business, B-U-S-I-N-E-S-S. I used to work hard. I used to be very busy trying to do a lot of things for the businesses that I owned. I was working sometimes from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m., 7 days a week. I was regularly overwhelmed. I used to feel constantly exhausted. I didn't even have time for anything and anyone else. It's a frustrating feeling. I don't know if you can relate with that. It's something that, it saps even the passion. I used to do that until I realized that to do more to get more results in my business, I needed to work less, a lot less. So it wasn't about how hard or the intensity of the work. It was about working, doing the work that truly mattered. This video took 3 hours to put together. That was just my input. Just this recording. Just doing this recording. I had other people design the slides. I shared some thoughts on what should be in the content. So this is me teaching, yes. But everything else, including the recording, the editing, and all of that, my team handled. All I did was just to do this recording. Guess what? From this webinar, look at how many of you are in here. We also do the webinar that shows consistently, and we do 30 to 50 video views daily from business owners like you. We're going to get at least 200 to 300 small business owners who will pay for the Organized Small Business Academy for me to help them organize and structure their business. That's not bad for just 3 hours of work, right? Would you like to make more money while doing less work in your small business, or while doing less work from your idea, product, service, or skill? Would you like to make more money? The easiest way to do something is to follow who knows roads, follow somebody who has done it before. Now, I've helped over 1,000 people structure their businesses. I've also done it for myself. And I have shown what I'm about to show you to 312 people. I showed that to 312 people last year. I'm inviting you to enroll for the Organized Small Business Academy. It's a 30-day online program that teaches business structure for small businesses. So this is where you can organize and put a structure in your small business. It's a 30-day online program. It's a life transforming program that teaches you how to organize and structure your small business so it makes money for you without stressing you. Some people have called it business structure made easy for small businesses. I love that. It's a program for anyone who owns a small business. Anyone at all, who, as long as you are selling an idea, a product, a service, you own a small business. It does not matter if you are a techie person or not, as long as you are ready to learn. That's an amazing part of the academy. Okay? There are 4 kinds of people who attend or who have attended the academy. 1, people who want to learn how to organize what they do so they can work better as freelancers and earn from it. So this is those who have skills and they are working as freelancers. So you have copywriters, you have consultants, you have graphics designers, things like that. Freelancers, people who have skills and they want to work better as freelancers. You have those who have full-time jobs and have side hustles too, and they want to better organize it so that it doesn't distract them from their day job. The third kind of people who attend the academy are those who own small businesses and want to get better at running the operations. Then the fourth kind of people who attend are those who want to start small businesses but don't know how to start. They want to learn how to start and start well. If you fall into any of these categories, the Organized Small Business Academy is exactly for you. In the academy, you would learn how to arrange and organize all the work you do in your small business. You will get simple ways to get people interested to buy from your small business daily. You would learn how to see your profit in cash in your small business. I'm not talking paper profit. Cash. You see your profit in cash in your small business. You would learn how to hire good staff for your small business, even if you've never hired a staff before. You would learn what you should sell that people will always be ready to buy and how you would find out. You will learn practical ways to organize your content creation so you never have to worry about content ever again. Isn't that amazing? You learn how to price your product and services in your small business. You learn simple policies, how to create them and how to use them in your small business. You learn how to make people take your small business seriously. You will learn basic business maths and simple accounting solutions that will help you know your numbers in your small business. You would also learn how to organize where you work from, especially if you run your small business from home, plus other multiple lessons. That's one lesson every single day. 30 courses, 30 plus courses. Currently, there are also 12 bonus courses, so it brings it to about 42 courses. But you get at least one course each day. There are loaded lessons, very flexible class hours. You can take the classes on your phone or on your computer. It doesn't matter whether you're a new business or an old business owner, and there is no age restriction. We've had Academy members who joined at 19, and we also have Academy members who joined in their 60s. There is no age restriction. Now, here's an amazing highlight. The Academy includes a 30-day accountability program. We do not believe that you should just come and learn. We will hold you accountable to make sure that what you learn, you must implement. You will be held accountable for executing on a daily basis. We will create a special accountability system for you. This is a no jokes area, no pampering. You must be ready for results, and we will deliver the results with you. Sounds amazing, right? You would also get other ways, at least 10, you can make more money in your small business. Yes, you have that one, or you have 2 or 3. We'll also work on at least 10 more ways you can make more money in your small business. You also get a list of 40 plus apps and tools that would help you organize your small business. You learn how to use at least 10 software. You learn basic bookkeeping for small businesses. Basic. Without, even if you don't have an accountant, you don't want to get an accountant, at least you should learn basic bookkeeping and basic business math. Things you should know to help you make better decisions in your small business. You'll be able to make more money practically. You'll be able to run your small business better and manage your social media better. Wow. Here are some bonuses you would also get. You get a free copy of my book, Organized, How to Structure Your Small Business. You also get a free copy of another book of mine, 50 Other Ways to Make More Money in Your Business Now. There will be weekly Q&A sessions which will be live, where you can ask me any and every question, not just of what we are treating in the Academy, but any other questions that you have. You also get a copy of Bits and Pieces, which is a collection of business stories and lessons that would help you make better decisions as a business owner. And of course, there'll be gifts for the best 5 participants. And I know you will be one of the best 5. So here are some testimonials from some people who have been a part of the Academy. This is Modupe Ehirim, and he says, I had just finished a meeting with my executive assistants. We hold weekly meetings, and one of my weaknesses is note taking. She jumps to say in a minute she takes notes, and in 24 hours she sends me a to-do list. With this one step, I have multiplied my effectiveness. I had the courage to do this because I learned from the Academy to be willing to outsource some of what I need to do, which I'm not able to do. She's in her 60s, and she joined the Organized Small Business Academy. This is Sandra. Sandra says she can now see her profit. Okay, she said the Academy had been a remarkable one for me and my business, and I can see that 2024 will be a great year for Sadizi Couture and Zika Planet Limited. She said, I'm glad I did not allow money to rob me of such growth. I can now see my profit. And Ruth says, I can't thank you enough that even her staff, one of my staff even passed a comment today that, we are doing better now. You see, the academy helps you do more in your business to get the kind of results you know you deserve from your small business. All that is required for you to join is that you own a small business or you want to start one, and that you are ready to learn and implement what you learn. That's it. That's all you need. There are 4 batches of the Organized Small Business Academy in 2024. There is batch 5, enrollment starts in January and classes kick off in February. So get in now. Batch 6, enrollment starts in April and classes start in June. Batch 7, enrollment starts in July and classes start in August. And then batch 8, enrollment starts in September and classes start in October. Okay? The Organized Small Business Academy will challenge you, but will also be flexible for you. It will challenge you, I promise you that, but you would also find some flexibility that allows you to do what you need to do. So like I said, depending on when you're watching this webinar or when we're doing this, there's a February batch, there's a June batch, there's an August batch, and there's an October batch. Get into the academy now. Okay? Now, this is how you get in. This is what you do. You can submit your email and WhatsApp number to be on the waiting list for the next batch. That's one option. One thing you could do now. The next you could do is join our Telegram group where you read more, ask questions, and view a lot more testimonials. The third option is for you to say, look, I'm ready to get in now. I want to do this thing. No need wasting time. Let me just enroll now. The academy is 32,500 naira or $50 or 510 Ghana cedis, depending on where you're watching from. And there are different ways for you to pay and enroll. So just send us a message on WhatsApp or look through the comment section or look at the description of this webinar when we are done, and you will see how to make your payment and how to enroll. Okay. Join the Organized Small Business Academy now for 32,500 naira or 510 Ghana cedis or $50. 3 things you should do now, like I mentioned: submit your details to join the waiting list, join the Telegram group so you get regular updates, and chat us on WhatsApp if you want to jump in immediately so that you meet the next batch. This is Yemisi. Yemisi is also sharing that we had promised that she will see her money in her business, and she is seeing her money. So we are not just saying this because we can. We're saying this because it has worked for a lot of people, and I guarantee you that it will work for you. Now, here's my final offer. If you enroll for this academy and in 30 days you don't find the academy useful, come to me. I will give you your money back. I'm that confident that we can work together to help you. And if I am unable to work with you to do that, come back, I'll give you your money back. That's how confident that I am. Now, people who can join are food businesses, fashion businesses, coaches, experts, home business owners, stay-at-home moms, teachers, skincare, bakers, school business owners, newbies, retirees, hair businesses, farmers. It doesn't matter. As long as you own a small business or you have an idea, a product or a service or a skill that you want to get into the market, then this academy is for you. You would also learn things like invoicing tools, receipt tools, CRM, that's customer relationship management. You learn social media marketing software, WhatsApp marketing software, payment confirmation tools without disturbing. You will learn quite a lot that will just relieve you. So here's what you should do next. Like I had said, submit your details to join the waiting list, join the Telegram group, or chat with us on WhatsApp if you want to jump in immediately, or you can pay online. Check the description of this webinar. You will see details of the academy. Enroll now for 32,500 naira or $50 or 510 Ghana cedis. So would you like me to take you on this journey? My name is Nnamdi Ibe, and I'm the founder and lead instructor at the Organized Small Business Academy. And I can't wait to have you in the academy and work with you to build that business that you've been trying to get to become the business of your dreams. All right. I'll see you in the academy.